My name is Vic Fisher. I'm the Director of IT for ChargePoint Incorporated. Our mission in life is to promote and provide the infrastructure for a new mode of transportation, the electric vehicle. When I came on board, the company had been focused on their R&D activity, and they were approaching the point where they were about to ship their first product, and they had no idea how they were going to do that. They had no process in place. They had no systems in place to support it. Their system was QuickBooks. That's how they kept track of us. That's really all they needed to keep track of us, because we didn't have much in the way of financials to begin with. Most of the financial transactions were a function of buying parts for engineering purposes, right? And so my first focus at ChargePoint was on business process. So we got the order fulfillment process in place, successfully shipped our first few systems. I moved from there to defining and implementing other business processes. Once you ship stuff, you've got to invoice for it, and you've got to collect money for it. So I did that for about 3 months, and then my boss, who was the CEO, or the president of the company at the time, decided that I should just go find an MRP system to put in place, and we just structure our processes around the system. My instructions on how to go about that were twofold. One is it had to be hosted, because we host everything. Anything that's not a core competency, we get somebody else to do for us. And it couldn't be SAP or Oracle, because we just weren't up for the expense of that. I settled on Expandable because I know the people that developed the product. I've worked with them in the past, and I felt confident that they had built a good product, and I had a pretty good understanding of how it worked. Expandable was one of the few sort of comprehensive ERP systems at the time that offered a solution in the cloud that wasn't SAP or Oracle. So that was another big factor in choosing Expandable. We had our kickoff meeting for the Expandable implementation on the 19th of February, 2009. And it went remarkably well, and as of April 1st, which is the beginning of our fiscal year, we went live. So far, Expandable has proven up to the challenge in terms of capacity and performance. We've integrated Expandable with Arena. We use Salesforce as our CRM system, and we've implemented Expandable's integration module there. And we're now able to automate these interfaces so that they're scheduled, they run automatically on their own, and send us error messages if there are any. So we don't have to push them. They tell us if there's a problem, so we can go deal with it. One of the strengths of Expandable is that its internal consistency. You know, if you put it in one end, it's going to come out the way you expect it on the other end. And that's been very helpful to us because we can just rely on Expandable to do the basic blocking and tackling. Along with Expandable's utter reliability at taking care of the basics, the routine stuff, so we don't have to mess with it, is the fact that we have direct access to the people that built this software and have experience implementing it in a wide variety of industries all over the world. Since I'm talking to the people who built the system and have implemented it for a lot of different companies, they're quick to grasp my situation and to give me reliable answers that I don't have to question whether they know what they're talking about. It's really comfortable to have that kind of resource available.